Yeah, just missed a step, you know?
Happy fall! We are back in the Spoverland today, just for a day trip. We are doing a classic New England, well, U.S. fall tradition of apple picking. We are going to Honeypot Hill Orchards, which is just about an hour away, and we're going to pick some apples.
Yep, but it's part of a contest.
Yes, we are not just picking apples for the sake of apples.
I mean,
Neither
it's
of us loves
mostly
apples
between
that much.
ourselves, but we're going to get some extra apples because our housemates have said maybe they want to compete too.
Right. So the idea is we will use apples to make a creation without a recipe.
But we could do our research first.
Yes.
So, what are you making?
I'm making apple cider from scratch.
Ooh, like not the alcohol type.
Well, you add booze to it, but you make the cider and then you.
But it's not
like,
it's not
like
doing
a
the full
mix.
fermentation.
No, I'm not doing that.
It's just hard apple cider, or I guess.
No, that would be the full fermentation process. It's just hot apple cider, to which you can add rum, whiskey, bourbon, whatever your pleasure.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Well, Joe's wedding, there was a bunch of apples just kind of all over, and we had a bonfire, and so for fun, we tossed a couple of apples in the bonfire just to see what happens. And after like 10 minutes, we pulled them out and ate it, and it tasted just like apple pie. So I'm gonna see if I can recreate and improve upon that accidental discovery. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It might be just, one of, can I do 2 entries in this contest?
Sure, we'll have plenty of apples.
I might do something else. We're gonna ask some of the people who work there, for ideas too, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the plan for today. I think we'll be doing the cooking part tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Do you want to make a roast chicken tonight for dinner?
Yeah, let's do a roast chicken.
Okay, cool. So we'll make a grocery store run after the apple picking, so we will have all of our goods.
The roast chicken will help us strategize about our cooking ideas for the apples.
Exactly.
We're all in this, I stand alone.
Looks like we're not the only ones who thought apple picking on a Saturday would be a good idea. Luckily, we have a reservation. It's, of course, masks required the whole time you're at the farm. So, and they have a whole
I
bunch
guess
of
that means
hand
we
washing.
can't bite the apples as we...
No, you cannot. It's all over their website. Not allowed.
Right.
Per the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We are here. So, when we decided to do this, and then we weren't sure which farm to go to, because there's a handful that are like within an hour of Boston, which is great. And I looked up like some of the older ones, Applecrest Hill Farms, I think, or just Applecrest Farms. They're up in New Hampshire. They're one of the oldest in New England, which is pretty cool. But that's like 2 hours away, and then there's a haunted one in southern Vermont that's like 3 hours away. But we're not that excited about apples, are we?
Huh?
We're not that excited where we drive 3 hours each direction to
No,
get
there's
apples.
one that was 8 too.
Not doing that.
No,
anyway,
probably not
so
today.
Nildine, one of our housemates, recommended Honeypot Hill Orchards, and apparently they have fantastic apple cider doughnuts.
Hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by.
So we're here at the pick your own entrance. We parked in lot A. There's hard cider over there, and then apple orchards are here, and then all down.
When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
So I love the fact that they give us instructions on how to be an expert apple picker. Trick is to grip, turn it upside down, and twist. Okay, here we go.
I'm Norelle, this is Danny.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Here, I'll stand right here.
Okay.
We're 6 feet apart.
So how old is Honeypot Hill Orchard?
Oh my goodness. It has been in business for, I think, almost 100 years.
What's your favorite apple varietal?
McCown, which we, no, not, no.
McCown. Okay.
Pick it right.
McCowan is my favorite.
Yeah.
I like that one.
What,
but
is that more, that's more like tart?
It's like a tart, sweet, like
Okay.
it's a mix of, actually, of Red Delicious and Macintosh.
Okay.
Cortland is excellent apple if you want to do any kind of baking.
Gotcha.
So your pies, your apple crisp, baked apples, any of that kind of stuff.
Where are those ones in the orchard?
They're everywhere.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
saw some up here.
yeah,
and
the
so-
thing about the orchard is they don't want stuff in only one section because then if you want that apple, you have to walk. So you'll find in every section there's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So,
What's the craziest thing you ever saw made with an apple?
I mean, I guess I haven't really seen a lot of crazy stuff. I mostly see like cakes and pies. You know, what we do try to do is get really creative with the caramel apples here. So you will find, you know, I know at Christmas time when they were selling caramel apples, they were trying to think of like ways to maybe, after you coat it in caramel, like coat it in white chocolate and then put like a snowman's face on it or something for the winter. Yeah.
Wait, there's apple cake?
Yeah, I'm not here, but you can make apple cake.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, apple cake, apple bread. Actually, I make
Apple butter?
Yeah, I make some muffins that are real that the owner loves, and she's like, "Oh, those are the best muffins."
So I did not know that apple cake was a thing. I don't think I've ever had that or even seen it before. So
I've definitely had it.
there's no way I can make it. I don't know how to bake a cake. So I'm gonna still go with the.
Danny and baking isn't necessary.
Well, I'm gonna bake these
great
apples.
At cooking, but... Oh, these are the Cortlands. These are her favorites. Let's grab them.
All right, we're getting some of these.
Feeling is all gone.
I think I chose poorly. This row has 0 apples. Honeycrisp, baby.
If I could take you back to my youth, show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to live.
So I heard a story once, I have no idea if it's true, but the rumors were spreading that apples got spread from the foothills of the Himalayas across the rest of the world by Alexander the Great's army. When Alexander saw how well they kept, he's like, hey, this would be a great thing to take on the road with us. So he did. Don't fact check me on that.
So why not pick pears if they're here? We're not just apple pickers.
Are we gonna get a pair of pears?
We're not discriminatory. Oh my gosh, look at the top of that.
Weird.
Doing the research, you pick farms and that whole concept isn't that old. It's actually like mostly started in the 1920s after farmers had a surplus of produce to be picked and they couldn't pay people enough to come out and pick them. So they're like, hey, people love this novelty of, you know, paying to come and pick fruit. And then they started adding other things to it, like apple cider donuts,
Hey, rides.
hot apple cider, hay rides, face painting, the works. And people just ate it up.
This year.
No, probably not. Thanks, COVID. But yeah, so it became like a kind of fall tradition in the Northeast as well as elsewhere. And people have been doing it ever since. Part of the problem with you pick farms like this is the waste, because so many people will come and like pick a whole bunch of apples and then they don't use them, they don't eat them, so you end up just throwing it away. And when you paid 30 bucks for a bag, like a 16-pound bag, that, you know, leads to a lot of, you know, lost funds. Part of the thing too, when I was researching, like it's hard to figure out which farm is, or orchard is the oldest in New England, because at one point in time, everybody had a farm and every farm had an orchard to choose from, and a lot of them are still in operation.
I'm waiting at the door, finally
roasted peanuts?
Sure.
Okay, so we had to get apple cider donuts, of course, and they're still warm, and it was just too crowded in the eating area to break them out there. So for you guys, gonna try it in the car. Look at that cinnamon sugar deliciousness. Wow, it's really. It's delicious, and it's still very hot and nice and gooey but crispy on the outside. Definitely a win. Definitely a win.
What flavor did you get?
It's just the apple cider donuts covered in
because there was
cinnamon
a
sugar.
plain version, and then they had
Plain
the
doesn't
cinnamon.
have cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
Ready for this?
All right.
Slice that chicken, baby.
Falls. I don't have to slice it. It just kind of falls away from the bone, which is fine.
Gosh. The broccoli, fries.
Okay, so here's the plan. It's now the day after, and we have a buttload of apples, and we kind of have a contest about which one of us can make the better thing out of those apples. So we've rounded up our housemates and asked them to be the judge. Some of them might actually help out and make something of their own too, but Norelle and I are making something completely different from one another. So I might need to make a survey that has a simple question that would allow cider to be compared with baked apple goods. So I'm thinking something like, a scale from 1 to 10, how likely are you to include this in your Thanksgiving meal from now on, or something along those lines. So Norelle's getting started. It's going to take her about 4, maybe slightly less, maybe 3 hours in order to make her cider. And mine, I'm just going to slice some apple, put some different flavors on it, let it marinate for a couple of hours, and pop it in the oven whenever people want to try it out. So we're going to see what we can make of these apples.
So the rules of the game, we kind of went over this yesterday, but just to reiterate, needs to be something with apples, and you need to make it without a recipe. So I did some research ahead of time. I'm gonna make a hot apple cider. It needs to simmer for like 2 hours, so it should be a good long time of just kind of sitting there. But I am excited to taste it. So all ready to go? Got my washed apples, got my cloves, cinnamon, and allspice, and big ass pot ready to go. Ten apples and 2 oranges later. It's only been going for like 30 minutes and it's already like super mush.
Okay, so for my plan with the apples, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slice it into probably 3 main slices with a hole in the middle. I'm gonna pop that there so they're kind of like apple donuts. Then I'm gonna put them inside of one of the Ziploc bags here, and I'm gonna fill it with a different mix of these toppings. So here it looks like I've got peanut butter as an option. I've got honey. I've got, I was thinking about a barbecue sauce. I think it's gonna be okay. I think this is gonna work out well. She's got a very worried look on her face right now.
Just skeptical.
Yeah, I've got some thyme and rosemary and some white wine vinegar. So I'm hoping that something here is gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna have to get a Sharpie and label each of these so that I know what they are. But each one should have 3 apple donuts in them. So So I have 4 bags of 3 slices of apple each. Now I just have to figure out what I want to put inside of them. Okay, after thinking about it, I believe what I'm gonna do is pair one liquidy thing with one, you know, dry seasony thing. And I thought I'd just do a whole skew of them. So kind of taking a risk on some of these, but some should turn out all right, I think. We got the honey and thyme. We got barbecue sauce and brown sugar. We got syrup, right? We got syrup and cinnamon. And then we've got lime juice and taco seasoning. So each one is gonna go in each bag here.
What looks best, Junior?
What looks best?
Between the stew.
It's an absolute.
And you've got this mix going down. We've got this one half filled with syrup in there. Gonna put the cinnamon. You could help me out with the cinnamon in. You can participate.
I don't want to participate.
You want to judge,
but I want to judge. I'll judge.
All
so
right,
yes,
all right.
what looks good?
There we go. Hot apple cider. So we're straining out all the solids. And I'm kind of thinking with the...
I didn't catch the applesauce.
Maybe I'll make applesauce. And brandy. And you can also have virgin too.
Oh, I hate this.
Like not having...
I mean, I also thought about just cutting some apples, putting cinnamon on it, and pouring vodka shots. How was the apple cooking?
It was fun.
It was crowded.
Yeah, it was really crowded. Yeah.
It was.
Oh, be sure to wash them. Didn't wash them at all.
Did you guys see Dallas Seahawks just beat Dallas just now?
Yeah.
Thank God.
And this is how the apple cider has turned out.
All right, I'm putting it in.
Okay. Let's go. Danny's. I would. I think you. No.
That way?
You have to turn it.
Okay. Go here. There we go.
Yeah. There's some tiny chunks. It's like mush, and it's delicious. But if you're not prepared for it, it's a little bit.
This is a great night.
What could I add to it? Is it
So
rum?
Rum or brandy.
Oh,
So you're missing caramel. That's what you want.
That's it.
Like 1, 2, that's it. I don't know about brandy.
Okay.
A bit of brandy.
A little bit of brandy.
Yeah, so this will be new. So let's have a little
Cheers.
cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Let's try it.
Here we go.
Careful. It's hot.
I taste the fresh bit of apple there. What do you think?
What I taste the most is definitely a cinnamon stick. Did you put sticks in it?
Yeah.
That's what I taste the most. It's the stick. Not bad. It's a good stick, but
I taste the stick.
I definitely taste the stick.
It's a whole different story.
Oh, it's so good. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for sure.
Okay.
I'm like leaning 7.75 actually.
So 6 and 7.
I actually really fancy this.
I really
Yeah,
actually
I like
this
the
a lot.
stick taste. The smell I don't
do you
enjoy.
have a splinter in your tooth in your gum there?
No, I would drink this down like quite quickly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a Christmas
So it smells
meal.
like a potpourri pot at Christmas.
Yeah, pull it out for her.
What?
Pull it out for 24 hours.
So.
All right, we are
We shall
ready and
see.
excited.
Our first
You
bag.
ready?
Oh my gosh,
Judges
what's
here.
next?
Okay.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
But
So the apple was
cooked in the
roasted.
campfire.
Yeah. There was like charcoal on it and everything.
Yeah.
We're like, this isn't that bad. How come roasted apples just by themselves aren't more of a thing?
I'm kind of nervous about that.
I really am.
I'm gonna do small.
I'm
bites.
actually nervous about the taco one.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I'm gonna start with the taco.
Oh god.
Cut yourself a rather large bite for that one.
It's actually very interesting. Well, let's say this.
It's not bad.
I wouldn't kick it out of bed.
But
I might not invite him back.
I put a brown bag over its head though.
Actually, that has brown sugar too, so it might be kind of good.
Oh, it smells delightful.
Oh,
Mmm.
it's like I'm eating
Actually,
a roasted pig.
Yeah.
I'll accept that one.
That I would probably invite back for like night 2.
Only night 2 though, because after that one I was
Wait,
on.
so what's the number rating?
Well, we're not quite there. Let's
Okay.
do all.
We
Because
can do all and then.
I've got so many things happening in my palate. I need a quick dash of
Maybe,
water.
With
or,
the-
or maybe a sip of that
The
hot apple
cider.
cider that you
Oh
got?
yeah.
Can I have the
Or
cider?
a sip of wine.
Okay.
Cleanse the palate.
So
Alright,
we're doing the
maple
thyme
syrup?
one or
Oh,
the normal?
thyme.
Let's do the thyme one.
Alright, what gotta do?
Or it was supposed to be onion.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want that.
Actually, don't taste much difference than an apple.
I don't like thyme.
Oh, see, I'm okay with thyme. Orange.
So this is maple
Do you know about the
syrup.
origination?
No.
Maple syrup and
Maple syrup and cinnamon.
That one's gonna be bomb.
Oh my god. 10. 10. That's my 10.
You know we're gonna need to do an
that is
average,
a good fucking apple.
That's a
an
10.
average for your overall.
That
Okay.
actually is like a pancake.
Because I
in
so
apple
can
form.
I actually eat
Nice.
the rest of that?
Yeah, dancing.
Is that the barbecue one or is that?
I don't care.
That's
I'm
the
taking
syrup
this one
and
because I know it's syrup.
No, that's the barbecue one.
Oh, I beat you to it.
Oh,
Damn
no.
it!
I ate it all.
No, you did not. There's mine.
And the taco, I gave it like a 2.5 for
And I gave it a 1.
What are you trying?
This one will
Was
be.
she
This is
supposed
the
to do the taco
barbecue.
first?
You should
Yeah.
definitely do
Supposed to
taco
do
first.
Yeah,
Taco
do the taco
first? Okay.
Because then you'll need a palate cleanser.
Okay, I can see that working in a salsa.
Right.
Yeah, I can see it in a salsa.
It's like an appetizer.
I'll give you that, like a
It's-
pineapple
yeah.
salsa, apple salsa.
It's a pancake in your mouth.
good.
It's fantastic. I like that one the best.
You know what it is? I haven't had French toast
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yes.
in probably 12 years,
Yeah.
right?
And it brings it back.
And it is there, but I don't
It's
feel
like-
bad about it because it's an
It's
apple.
like a delectable
It's,
dessert.
you know, it's
Uh-huh.
it's not gluten, it's not
No, it's healthy as fuck.
extra carbs or anything. Yeah.
The late contestant is the apple taco.
What?
Peanut butter.
What the hell?
That's pretty tasty.
I will say something about the cider. When you get
Okay,
down to the
so
bottom.
there are
it's
apples
quite
in there,
chunky.
right?
Yeah, that's what all the little chunks are.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is absolutely terrible, but it tastes good. It's chopped up apples mixed with strawberry yogurt, some cinnamon, and some peanut butter. Put it together, stir it up. Put it in there, sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon on top, a little whipped cream on top, and then put it in the microwave for 10 seconds to melt the whipped cream for all the flavor.
I've never heard of melting.
We're about to eat this. It's like a choco taco.
I know, it is terrible.
I just tried Will's taco. Not great.
Oh, so Jody's skincare. So I do appreciate you guys keep getting us
It's really not bad. It's very interesting. A toasted, toaster strudel with the frosting.
I want to try some of it.
Is it good?
That's right. Yeah, it tastes like a toaster strudel. No, you just have to do like a bite. And that one's burnt. Do that one. And put it all in there.
Alright,
Oh,
You
yeah,
ready?
it's Friday now.
I'm ready.
this is taco, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think that's
really
your
happy
lungs
that
trying to
you
filter out everything that you put.
Not my favorite, but the apple season.
But thank you.
Oh, okay.
Which
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your score?
I'm giving it a 7 only because of the show.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay, so the numbers are in, and there's kind of a bit of a disconnect between Danny and I because his average point value That is each person's vote for each one of his different flavored apple slices. His average vote is 5.51. My average overall for the hot apple cider is 8.53, and Will's average for his tacos, his apple tacos, is 4.5. Danny thinks that it should be the average of his best one, which can compete on a level with my hot apple cider, in which his average just for the maple syrup and cinnamon apple slice came out to 8.13 or something. Still less than me, but a closer second. So that's it for today's episode, and as you can see, we're starting something a little bit new, doing different things around Boston and the Northeast, but you'll have to wait and see. For now, like and subscribe, and let us know what you think looked the best. We'd love to hear from you in the comments.